Hi, welcome again to our YouTube channel. You are together with Dr. Gasangwa Patrick, and now today we are going to discuss the early symptoms of pregnancy. Everyone is asking herself once she is pregnant, the symptoms she will develop first. So we are going to discuss about those symptoms and to know where those symptoms, at where each time those symptoms start after being pregnant. Most of the time those symptoms start 1 week after conception, after pregnancy. So those symptoms will be discussed here. And remember to do subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you will see other video by notification that we will put on our YouTube channel. Welcome. So, most of pregnant women, the best way to know if you're pregnant is to do the pregnancy test. But also can do ultrasound, obstetric ultrasound that show pregnancy once the pregnancy is advanced. But in early pregnancy, the best way to know if you're pregnant is to do the pregnancy test. So there are symptoms that may also show or increase the chance of pregnancy. Those are the direct symptoms of pregnancy. So some will ask themselves, if are those women or every woman develop symptoms of pregnancy? I think those symptoms they are not the same based on literature, and not all women experience those symptoms on the same rate. So, because the early symptom of pregnancy often may mimic the symptom you might experience right before and during the menstruation period, you may not realize that you are pregnant. So it means that the symptom of pregnancy look like the symptom of menstruation. So what follows is a description of some of the most common early symptoms of pregnancy. Also, you should know that the symptom may be caused by other things besides being pregnant. So the fact that you notice some of these symptoms does not necessarily mean that you are pregnant. So the best way to know or to be sure that you are pregnant is to do the test of pregnancy test. So the first symptom that pregnant women notice, they notice cramping and spotting. Yeah, that's just cramping and spotting. This like small quantity of blood coming into the vagina, and even cramping means that mild abdominal pain, mostly in the hypogastrium or below the umbilical. So from the first week to the fourth week, everything is still happening on a cellular level. Means that at the cell where the fertilized egg creates a blastocyte. This is a fluid-filled group of cells that will develop into the fetus, organ, and the body parts. The fetus is that small baby. About 10 to 14 day week after conception, the blastocyte they will implant into the endometrium, which is the lining of the uterus. So this can cause an implantation bleeding, which may be mistaken for a right period. It does not occur for everyone. If it does occur, it will usually happen around the time you expect your period. This is the implantation. This is when the fertilizer the egg go to line or to implant or to go to the level of endometrium, which is the lining of the uterus, and that sometimes in many women may cause that bleeding or right bleeding or spotting. The same sign if it's implantation, the color of normally the normal color for each menstrual period is pink or red, even brown. But implantation is usually much less than the usual period. It's often described as red bleeding that never turns into a flow or enough to need a tampon. It's not too much compared to the bleeding of implantation is just too much bleeding compared to menstrual bleeding. Just there is small quantity of blood that's coming out. The pain is usually milder than the usual menstrual period. The pain for implantation is not as severe compared to the pain of menstrual period. Even the implantation bleeding is likely to last less than 3 days and does not require treatment. It can sometimes last only a few hours. So, but compared to menstrual bleeding, it can last 3 to 5 days. But implantation bleeding doesn't reach those days. It's just a few hours or just less than 3 days. If you think you may experience implantation bleeding, there are tips that you can do or what you can do to make your baby or pregnancy grow well. So you can avoid the smoking, drinking alcohol, using illegal drugs. Those because those they can be associated with heavy bleeding. This is why you have to avoid those. Another sign of high pregnancy is the missed period during early pregnancy. Missed period means you don't have menses. So once implantation is complete, your body will begin making this hormone known as the human chorionic gonadotrophin, which is known as HCG. This hormone helps the body to maintain the pregnancy. This is the importance of this hormone. It also tells the ovary to stop releasing mature eggs each month. So once you are pregnant, the ovary will not release the mature eggs because you have this hormone that inhibits the release of mature egg to the ovary. You likely miss your next period 4 weeks after conception. So this is to mean that after conception, 4 weeks later, you will not see your mens. So most hormone tests can detect HCG as soon as the 8th day after missing the period. This will the pregnancy test will be positive 8th day after missing your mens. So taking a pregnancy test to see if you're pregnant is very important. If it's positive, you can inform your doctor so that we continue the follow-up for your pregnancy. Another sign of early pregnancy, there will be less the body temperature during early pregnancy. A higher body temperature may be a sign of a pregnancy. Your body core temperature may also increase more easily with exercise or in hot weather, but during this time, make sure to drink more water and exercise cautiously. Another sign for that early pregnancy will develop fatigue. Fatigue can develop anytime during pregnancy, of course, but this symptom is common in early pregnancy because the progesterone level will soar, which can make you feel sleep. Because progesterone maintains the pregnancy. This is known as the hormone of pregnancy. The tip in the early weeks of pregnancy can make you feel exhausted, so try to get enough sleep if you can. Keep your bedroom cool and also your body temperature may be high during the early stage of pregnancy, of course. Another sign that can be increased the heart rate during high pregnancy. The way your heart is beating can be increasing. So around the 8 to 10 week, your heart may begin pumping faster and harder. So you can feel palpitation in early pregnancy. And also another sign also in early change to breast. There will be breast engorgement in early pregnancy. There will be tingling, arching, and even growing to your breast. Breast change can occur between weeks 4 to 6. You are likely also to develop tender and swollen breast during hormonal change. So this will likely go away after weeks when your body has adjusted to the hormone level. But early, those changes can happen because the hormones are increasing. Nipple and breast change can also occur around week 11. Hormone continue to cause your breast to grow. Even the area, this is the area around the nipple may change to a darker color and grow larger. So relieve breast tenderness, you can relieve it by purchasing a comfortable and supportive maternity bra. A cotton underwire free bra is often the most comfortable, of course. So you have those are the tips that can help you to relieve those breast change, even tenderness. Also, there we can be in early pregnancy change in the mood. This is another sign. So because estrogen and progesterone level will be high during pregnancy, of course, This increase can affect your mood and make you more emotional reactive than usual. So this what can happen. There can be depression, irritability. You can be anxious. Even you can have euphoria during early pregnancy. Another sign of early pregnancy, you will develop frequent urination and incontinence. During pregnancy, your body increases the amount of blood that it pumps. This causes your kidney to process more fluid than usual, which lead to more fluid in your blood, of course. So hormone also can play a large role in blood health. So during pregnancy, you may find yourself running in the bathroom more frequently or accidentally leaking. So what can you do about that? You can drink about 300 milliliter, a little more than a cup of extra fluid each day. Plan on out your bathroom trip ahead of time to avoid incontinence or leaking urine, of course. Even in the early pregnancy, you can develop bloating and constipation. So similar to symptoms of menstrual period, bloating may occur during early pregnancy, and this may be due to hormonal change, which can also slow down your digestive system. You could feel constipated and bloated as a result. So constipation can also increase feeling of abdominal bloating, of course. Also in early pregnancy, the most common sign is the morning sickness, nausea, and vomiting. So nausea and morning sickness usually develop around the weeks 4 to 6 and peaks around 9 weeks or 10 weeks of pregnancy. So although this is called the morning sickness, it can occur anytime, of course. So during the day or night, it's unclear exactly what causes nausea and the morning sickness, but hormone play a role. This is like to mean that the elevation of that hormone known as pregnancy hormone, human chronic gonadotrophin, this is the one that is contributing to those morning sickness signs. During the first trimester of pregnancy, many women also experience a mild to severe morning sickness, and it may become more intense toward the end of the first trimester, but often become less severe as you enter the second trimester. So you keep a package of cracker about what you have to do on your bed and eat a few before you get up in the morning trip, settle morning sickness. But also what you have to do for that morning sickness, you have to drink enough fluid or water, and even once the symptom becomes worse, you have to contact your doctor. Even another thing, the blood pressure and the dizziness in early pregnancy can happen. In most cases, high or normal blood pressure will drop in the early stage of pregnancy. This may also cause a feeling of dizziness since your blood vessels are dilated. So high blood pressure or hypertension as a result of pregnancy is more difficult to determine. In almost all cases of hypertension, even the first weeks indicate underlying a problem. It may develop during high pregnancy, of course, but also may be present beforehand. A medical professional, this is the one who will be in charge of taking your blood pressure to be sure that if your blood is elevated. So the tips to help to live that, consider changing to pregnancy-friendly exercise if you haven't already doing it. Also, you have to track or to measure your blood pressure regularly. Also, you have to inform your consulting medical doctor. Another change or sign in pregnancy, there will be smelling sensitivity, which can happen in the food aversion during early pregnancy. This to me, those smelling sensitivity is a symptom of early pregnancy that mostly self-reported, of course. There is little scientific evidence about smelling sensitivity during the first trimester. However, it might be important since smelling sensitivity may trigger nausea and vomiting and may cause strong distaste to certain type of food.